My name's Brian, and this is the first YouTube video I've made. I've seen a lot of videos, and I see how they're helpful, and I think maybe this will be helpful for you guys who like to make pens. I love making pens, and different mediums work well on the lathe, and some people don't, or some materials don't. One thing I love to use is bone. Deer bone, specifically. Now, I'm not talking about deer antler. Of course, we can all get deer antler. Here's some deer antlers. The benefit of a deer antler is that it's very hard. And although it's a little harder to turn on the lathe, it doesn't break apart. Bone, on the other hand, deer bone, like this is a front leg bone cut into small pen blanks. Much harder to make. Let's see if my son can get a look at that. But the difference is, the pens made of bone are these beautiful, soft, velvety material, which is absolutely awesome. It feels great in your hand. But the problem is that when I turn this on the lathe, they tend to heat up and shatter while I'm making it. And I tried all different things to conquer this problem. But I came up with a very ingenious idea that works very well. And this is what I wanted to pass on to you guys. And that is turning the pen with a 6-inch spinning sanding disc. And you think, well, how do you do that? Well, this is a piece that I just started to work on. I have the second piece here somewhere. Well, it doesn't matter. It started looking like this. Of course, it has different sizes and dimensions. And then I drilled it out and put my barrel in it, as you can see. Then what I do is just take my spinning rod out of the lathe, or the mandle, and I get the correct bushings. This is for a El Grande pen. I put it in the barrel like you normally would, and I put it on the rod. So that's what we got, and that's how you normally turn it. So what I do is I hold the mandle. I'm going to start this up, and just let it free spin on the mandle with a little tension from your fingers. And what it does, it turns the bone very quickly. It turns the bone very quickly. It is not hot to the touch. It's very cool. And it does a beautiful job rounding out the work. Now you can see right here, there's a flat area that I'm in the process of rounding out. Now that was a very large area, just like this indentation in the bone. But just like with the lathe, if you use the correct size bushings, the sander can't get any closer to the blank than what the bushings allow. And it turns it perfectly symmetrically. And it makes a beautiful pen blank. So once I'm done spinning it and I get it to the correct size, you take it back to your lathe and then you do your finishing work. A very light sand, and you can use the CA glue as a finish, or you can use some of the different products that are out. I like the stuff that is water soluble and is not the super glue, but it takes a couple extra applications, but it does make a nice finish. Now these are a couple examples of bone pens that I've turned. I'll pull these out real quick so you can see them. This is a El Grande pen. Pretty. This one is a fountain pen. This one here is a This is a cigar pen, which is also a beautiful example. This is a Gatsby or a Wall Street, which is also a really beautiful look. And these are a pen and pencil set that I made out of bone and cocobolo. And all I did was glue the bone and cocobolo together before I drilled it out and put it in the tube and then turned it down. The only reason I'm making this video is because I had such a hard time trying to figure out how to turn this bone. And I met with several people in the wood industry and so forth, and they really didn't have any good ideas. They talked about soaking it and trying to get some water in it, and I tried that, but the water dries out very quickly out of the bone as you start to churn it because of the heat. And the pens, the bone makes these beautiful deep hues of white. Some are translucent, and some of it's very solid. And if you have any cracks in the pen, you can simply put CA glue and take some of the bone dust and fill in these spots and sand them down. It really gives it some really nice character. So I'm just going to put this out to you guys. Anybody that's interested in turning bone, you certainly won't be disappointed in the medium. It makes a beautiful pen, and a lot of people who I've given these to find it striking the way it feels in your hand. It's organic, and it's really amazing texture for a writing pen. So, until next time, if I come up with something else, thank you. God bless you. Take care.